and welcome to our first video installment of our series, The Collective Conversation. I am Shannon Lynch from the Temecula Yoga Collective, and the purpose of this conversation is really to get to know a lot of the local businesses in the Temecula Valley and, in the surrounding areas, so that our viewers have a really good resource for that they can go to for conscious living. So I want to introduce our first guest. This is Karen Farina with CenterFocus Pilates, and our friend Doreen Wolf, who's also a teacher for CenterFocus Pilates. Both of them also teach with us at the Temecula Yoga Collective. So welcome.
Thank you, Shannon.
I wanted to get to know a little bit about you and your journey with Pilates. How did you come to find Pilates? Because I know it's something you're really passionate about.
Okay. Right out of college, I started working in the fitness and wellness industry, and about 6 to 7 years into my career, I was working in a hospital, and they sent me to a fitness convention. And I chose a Pilates workshop. And I remember specifically reading Pilates. I knew nothing about Pilates, it's just the class description was interesting to me. So I took the course, and as I expected, I was really intrigued by the method. First is attention paid to alignment and form, which really resonated with me. And then also the idea of working the body as a whole, as opposed to a lot of individual parts doing individual movements, because the body really doesn't work that way in everyday life. I like the holistic approach. So I took the course with the intention of incorporating some of this method into the traditional, more contemporary training I was teaching at the time. And that didn't last long because I wanted more Pilates. So I fully immersed myself in learning Pilates and then doing teacher training. And eventually I ended up teaching Pilates exclusively like I do today.
Cool. And Doreen, I know that you have a deep resonance as a yoga teacher. Both of us do with alignment and movement. So how have you seen yoga complement Pilates in working?
We started to work together here at the studio, and we started to prepare workshops together where we could really, how do you say it, the German, we were like two nerds were brainstorming on how the body works, and we found a lot of parallels. The way the Pilates is using the breath, the way the Pilates sees, again, the body as the whole, which perfectly aligns with yoga.
I love the word center focus that you use. How has Pilates transformed you, at your core, basically, both physically and metaphorically?
Well, physically, I have scoliosis, and in my early teens, up until my 30s, I had bouts of lower back pain. And when I started learning Pilates, that back pain started going away, and today I rarely to never have back pain. So that is a great testimonial, and I feel like my body just works better because of Pilates. Metaphorically, it's an even bigger picture. I like the metaphor of a body that moves well is like a finely tuned organization. And as we all know, any type of organization, whether it's a family, a community, a company, a team, it has to have a great leader. And in this case, the great leader is the breath. The breath gives the direction for the inner core to stabilize, and that stable inner core gives the direction for movement to happen or ripple out. And the direction is given to these team members, like the rest of the organization, and those team members are the muscles in the outer core to the periphery that are working together collectively to achieve the common goal. And in this case, the common goal is moving with ease and flow, flow and stability.
And I love how you say that, because I've noticed, you know, just when you play with that in my own practice, when I initiate movement before I breathe, it's much more difficult, and it takes so much more effort than just kind of letting the breath lead the way.
Absolutely.
What I'm hearing here is, as a leader, not as a thing that is inferior to something or superior to something. I think it's really about the importance to tap into the natural pattern that is already there.
The natural.
So there's a sequence to this universe, there's a sequence to our body, and this is how we talk about the leader here. So that the breath is first, and then the movement will follow.
Yeah. The natural order of operations is what helps create this synergistic collective effort.
Yeah.
That, you know, I can't say enough, it's just so amazing.
It isn't what you were saying, it's supporting and honoring the individual functionality of each part, right?
Exactly.
So that they can do their job, right, and work together as a system.
Yes.
And then how would you say that your philosophy, or, you know, your journey with Pilates, how has that influenced your teaching?
Well, it's influenced my teaching, because if I can teach someone how to slow their mind down enough to let the breath precede the core activation and precede movement of the body, if they slow their mind down enough, I'm halfway there to teaching them how to move correctly.
Because again, we can only guide them, but our students, when they learn simply through connecting to the breath, to connect to the innate intelligence of their body, that's when healing takes place. And it's
if you could give our viewers just, you know, one tip, like your favorite tip or insight, that something that they can put into action right away, so our viewers can start operating from a more focused center, what would you have to offer?
Well, based on our conversation, this isn't a surprise, breathing, deep breathing, and just the pure fact of taking air in, filling up your lungs, and focusing on the fact that there is this muscle called the diaphragm and every time you inhale, that muscle drops. And on your exhale, the muscle lifts. So just that concept of understanding inhalation, the muscle drops, exhalation, the muscle lifts, and feeling the movement throughout your body, that is the first step in tapping into your inner core.
How can people find more about it?
The studio is CenterFocus Pilates. I teach private Pilates lessons, semi-private lessons, group performer classes. These machines, crazy looking machines behind us, are the reformers, which are small groups of five or less people. And then also, going along with our collective discussion, I teach at the Temecula Yoga Collective larger group classes, which I love, which, you know, again, going along with our discussion, it's a fusion of Pilates mat work with yoga. And so many options on my end, and also
I also work here and offer privates and semi-privates for therapeutic yoga, or simply students that want to take the practice to a deeper level, or maybe have some question and just want to have some individual attention. And I also work at the Temecula Yoga Collective.
Of course, thank you so much for being with us today. It's been
Thank you.
such an awesome conversation. We are Temecula Yoga Collective. You can find us at the tyc.com. And if you like this video, please let us know what you think. Share with your friends. Like it on Facebook. And we will catch you next time.